I'm back. Johnny Depp reveals his return to POTC. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel HereLuxLife. How many of you are a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise? Well, in today's video, we will talk about the return of Johnny Depp in the Pirates of the Caribbean as Jake. Are you excited? If so, then smash the subscribe button now to never miss out on more videos we post. There is no less fan following for this particular series. We all have been a devotee of the Pirates of the Caribbean establishment since the time the principal film, The Curse of the Black Pearl, started back in 2003. The Curse of the Black Pearl recently got everything right. It had the ideal cast, phenomenal coordination, fun and energizing story, and perhaps the most significant melodic score that we had heard in quite a while. It truly isn't easy to envision any other individual playing Captain Jack Sparrow yet Johnny Depp. We guess he is finally back. Depp was impeccably given a role as Jack, and his exhibition made a famous Disney legend. We figure a great many people would not contend that Captain Jack Sparrow is one of the most conspicuous film characters throughout the planet, and assuming not that, he is certainly the most unmistakable privateer. Dead Men Tell No Tales gets going with a youthful Henry Turner, putting stock in his heart that he can lift the revile that powers his dad to be the captain of the Flying Dutchman for the entirety of time everlasting. Henry, Brenton Thwaites, goes on a mission to track down the unbelievable Trident of Poseidon. With the expectation that the Trident might switch his dad's revile, Henry collaborates with the delightful space expert Karina Smith, whose purpose is to discover the Trident. To achieve this assignment, they need the assistance of Captain Jack Sparrow and his trusty compass, but unfortunately, Jack is presently down on his karma without a team and being sought after by his old adversary, Captain Salazar, and his group of dangerous mariners who will remain determined until Jack Sparrow is last dead. Will Captain Jack Sparrow endure this time in his last experience? As a Pirates film, it's not all awful. There is a lot for a Pirates fan to appreciate. We would say that the main hour is very acceptable, and we believe most of you were truly hopeful about a planned revisitation of the structure that might have approached uniqueness. There is a bank heist by Captain Jack and his group that is most likely to feature of the film. We will not uncover a lot. However, it is only an impeccably coordinated and executed scene that is fun and exceptionally unique. Jack likewise has an amusing close demise scene that will leave everybody giggling. We likewise land one more great position of dematuring a more established entertainer, Depp, into a more youthful adaptation of himself. Until this, we felt that Kurt Russell was changed to show up as a 30-year-old form of himself in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was likely the best utilization of the dematuring in measure. The scene where Depp is displayed as an adolescent Jack Sparrow is really damn close, and we are certain that if we saw it once more, a youthful Jack Sparrow may really top what we found in Guardians. Notwithstanding, this flashback scene adds a ton to the person and has a magnificent reference to the Disney parks fascination. If you think carefully, did we truly have to see Paul McCartney before the film came out? The scene he was in was excellent. Yet we would have wanted to have seen him in the film first and later discovered that it was him, like perhaps in the credits. Furthermore, discussing credits, there is an after-credit scene, and we mean way after the credits have finished. We believe that most of you have truly enjoyed it, and it was a bit of astonishment. However, after how the film finished, it simply doesn't bode well. We love the Pirates motion pictures, and occasionally, we return and rewatch every one of them, but we partake in every one of those films for what they are and what they address to the establishment. Guess most of you can't imagine yourself with the thought of watching Dead Men Tell No Tale twice. However, let's be a little optimistic. As a Pirates film, it's not all terrible. There is a lot for a Pirates fan to appreciate. We want to say that the primary hour is very acceptable, and most of us were truly hopeful that we plan to get a revisitation of a structure that might have approached uniqueness. The personality of Karina utilizes space science to direct himself and the group to where the MacGuffin of the movie is present and tries a lot to put everything into the right place. But unfortunately, it's simply exhausting, like the chase for the dead man's chest and Davy Jones' locker in the more seasoned movies. Karina likewise alludes to herself himself as a horologist, which is misjudged by the team, and it's simply an approach to show how unintelligent the privateers are around her. The joke continues for a long time, and afterward, they then, at that point, carry it up again with that trust that the crowd thought it was amusing the first run-through. The truth is, even after trying hard to realize the plot, we understood that it's anything but an excellent film. It sort of helps us to remember the Transformer films. Individuals will go see the Transformers films paying little mind to how terrible the content and the acting are. However, they reliably make a huge load of cash, so the studio doesn't invest much energy into it. That is somehow what we have here with Dead Men Tell No Tales. Indeed, it's extraordinary to see Captain Jack and Barbossa back, just as a huge load of natural faces that we have seen all through the establishment. However, the film superhauls, particularly in the last 50% of the film. Depp works hard, as usual, playing Sparrow, yet it appears as though Sparrow is an alcoholic for a large portion of the film. Possibly that is the way he's depicted in different ones as well, yet the act is becoming flat. We would have jumped at the chance to have seen Jack calm down eventually and show some administration and mental fortitude rather than unintentionally getting by in scenes because of him being intoxicated. Johnny Depp and maker Jerry Bruckheimer are incessant film partners, including the enormously effective Privateers of the Caribbean establishment, which stars Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. Bruckheimer has been interested in the possibility of relaunching the exemplary TV show The Lone Ranger as their next establishment. However, the undertaking was being developed until Depp stepped in. Depp calculated that the ideal approach to start things off is to get into character as Tonto, so he gathered together two dear companions, Joel Harlow and Peter Mountain, and set about making his unmistakable adaptation of how Tonto would glance, with the expectation that it would persuade Bruckheimer and the studio Disney to give The Lone Ranger the go-ahead. Depp watched the rehashes of the TV show when he was a kid. The entertainer guarantees that his Tonto will be an equivalent accomplice and unquestionably not a companion to the Lone Ranger, and honor the respectable champion practice of his Native American legacy. The Lone Ranger was only one of those kinds of standard things that you would see on TV as a child. However, Diol said that he watched it and generally related himself to Tonto. He further added that what's more, even as a child, he asked why the Indian was his companion. What's more, it wasn't so much that Lone Ranger was unmistakably impolite in the manner he treated Tonto, yet Depp recently thought, for what reason would he say he is the person that he needs to proceed to do various things? For what reason isn't he the saint? So what was something consistently at the forefront of his thoughts? What's more, apparently, Depp was told at an extremely youthful age that they have some Indian blood in our family. However, he later knew that no one was completely sure about it, and who could say how much? Perhaps very little, and he does not have the foggiest idea. So he needed to play this person not as the companion to the Lone Ranger. He needed to play him as a hero and as a man with incredible trustworthiness and nobility. It's his little bit of commitment to attempt to right the wrongs that have been submitted before. That's all with the video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. So you love Johnny Depp? Let us know in the comment section. Until the next video, stay tuned and subscribe for more.